All righty. Happy Saturday. Good day of hockey ahead of us here. Holiday Ice Arena. The Junior Rebels minor team taking on the Westchester Wolverines minors. They've traveled down across the bridge down to Hollydale to take us on. 7:50 this morning. There's a full slate of hockey at Hollydale today. Make sure you stop in. The Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Tell them Bubba sent you today. Or ask Mom. Stay with us. We're waiting for the referees to take the ice and whistle the kids on. We'll be back for live action as soon as possible here. All right, those referees have taken the ice and they whistle the kids out here. Junior Rebels in their home whites. Coming screen right to left. The Westchester Wolverines in their road blacks. Coming screen left to right. We're looking for some fast-paced action. For in early 2026, focus continues to be on developing that hockey IQ and flipping the ice and stretching the ice. We expect them to be whipping the pucks around. Had a very good week of practice here. Higher pace as Hollydale Coach of the Year, Mike Gooch, has hit that next development level. Hey, Val. But he's come out with a plan and he had them moving the puck. We're going to be looking for these kids in white to flip the ice, stretch the ice, and then, of course, get pucks and bodies to the net. That's DJ Jack on the ones and twos. One of the best around. One of the best in the business. He's got the house a rocking. Stay with us. We'll be back for first period action. There's a minute and 30 clicks left on that warm-up clock. And as that ticks down, we'll get underway here. As I said, the Junior Rebels, Westchester Wolverines, looking to bring in some fast-paced back-and-forth action. Live from Hollydale, NHL side, NHL Arena. Again, stop in to Dunlop's Bar and Grill today. Tell them Bubba sent you. All righty, we got 10 clicks left on the warm-up clock. Pucks are coming into their nets. They'll gather them up. They'll get to their benches for some last-minute inspiration and instruction from the respective coaches, and then we'll be with you. Junior Rebels got 3 games on the weekend. 1 today, 2 tomorrow. We'll look to stay with you and bring the live action as much as we can. in the homestand. When they drop. All right, the kids are in at their respective benches getting some last minute inspiration and instruction from their coaching staff. Getting ready to go. As I said, Coach Mike Gooch, OL Coach of the Year last season, has these kids hitting that next level here early in 2026. He sends out Carter Holzer, and on his flanks, on the right wing, we got Dominic Emilio. On the left, Gracie Carr. Danny Bender and Kevin Shute on the blue line. And that is Chenzo Salvatore taking the blue paint for us today. We're set, ready to go. Wolverines sending their last defensive pair out there. Referees whistle. They check both goaltenders. Acknowledge the score keep. Puck is dropped and we're underway. Holzer won that one back to Bender. Bender goes D to Shute. Shute recovers it. Plays it up to the point. So we kept in. Holzer and Carr there to try to push it out. Gets through the feet. Puck's bouncing around a little bit. It gets cleared out into the neutral zone where the Wolverines will collect it above the red line. They'll play it back in. It's going to be picked off by Kevin Shute. And now they're going to look to stretch that ice. He fumbles the puck. The Wolverines gain it. They step in on Chenzo. Chenzo stays square. Makes the butterfly save. Squeeze the glove and hangs onto it. Wolverines with a quality scoring opportunity there in the PSA to start this one. Both coaches will opt for a full line change. Now we got Jackson Borden between Cody Campanelli, Thomas Newton, with Del Grasso and Gooch tending the back end for us on this one. Borden wins that back. Del Grasso will get it outside the dots. Will chip it off the boards. It gets out in the neutral zone's played back in. It's that automatic offsides. I really wish they would go back to the tag up at this level, but again, taking the game. They whistle it dead for the automatic offsides. It's played out in the neutral zone. Gooch will collect this one. He's going to get out wide. Takes it out to the boards. He finds some white ice. He'll get across the red. He fights through a check, pushes it into the zone, but it's chipped right back out. And then pushed back in and kept by Borden. In the feet. Newton comes out of power with it. He fires it to the net. Paddle save made by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Borden collects it on the half wall. He finds Gooch on that far point. Beautiful pass. Gooch will turn. He'll fire. Gets back towards the net. It's sticked aside by the Wolverines defender. He'll put it off the end wall. Borden will put the forecheck on. Tries to get above it. It's played up the wall. Del Grasso steps in. Keeps momentarily, but a good follow-up by the Wolverines. They have the puck. Good back check by Thomas Newton. Gets a stick on the puck carrier. Gets into the corner. Good stick and support by Michael Gooch. Played back around up the near wall. Wolverines collect, trying to get off that wall. They run in the path of Borden. Now Borden gets out all alone. He's got some white ice. He's in. He's on the forehand. He loads. He fires. He tickles the twine for the first time today. With a little heartbreaker action. Line it back up here. Carter Holzer between D'Angelo and Tanzola with Shute and Calvello on the back end one. This one's one back to Shute. Shute will take the white ice. He'll get the red line. He'll chip it forward. Wolverines collect it, try to play it back out. Good forecheck and pressure by Carter Holzer. But the Wolverines fight it off back in that neutral zone. Shute's trying to stretch the ice and flip it the other way, but the Wolverines get there. They play it in deep behind Chenzo's net. Calvello will step to it. Plays it off the wall. Holzer collects. He drags past one. Now we have numbers coming through the neutral zone. 3-on-0 developing. He's in. Puck's played out in front of him. Soft ice. He'll collect it behind the net. He tries to play it in front. Good back pressure by the Wolverines. They ride him off on that sideboard. They fight through it, and they get out into the neutral zone. They're coming the other way. We have numbers back. Calvello's there. He steps and challenges at the top of the circle. And then wears it. He's going to join the rush here. Pushes through. He's in all alone. He loads up. He goes forehand. Fires huge sliding stop. Butterfly stop as the goaltender stayed square. Nose to the puck. Made a huge stop to keep this 1-1 in the first period. Some nice stops by both goalies so far in this one. We'll have an offensive zone draw to the left of the Wolverines goalkeeper. Now we got Borden between Emilio and Carr. Bender and Gooch on the back end on the points. Borden wins this one back to Bender. Bender turns and puts it down the wall. Looking for Emilio. Hits the boots and gets back out into the neutral zone. We cover it and bring it back in, but we were offsides as that ice got above the blue line, caught some neutral zone ice. So, automatic offsides, neutral zone draw. Right in front of the Wolverines bench. Borden wins this one in. Wolverines will collect, will fire 85 feet off the far boards. Bender will take the path. He takes a shoulder check. He plays it up the boards. Borden will get it. Trying to get his toes up. Lights through, moves it up to Dominic Emilio. He pushes it into the zone. Carr will step to this one. Carr's got a step. She's in all alone. She fires. Save made by the Wolverines goalkeeper. He paddles it into the corner. Play it back across. Borden picks it off. He fires it, and he tickles the twine for the second time today, so good pressure. Keeps it hard along the ice. Pucks and bodies going to the net. He finds the 5-hole. Extends the lead to 2-0 for the Junior Rebels. Now we got Holzer between Newton and Campanelli. Calvello and Del Grasso on the back end for this shift. Newton will push it forward. Wolverines will collect at their own line. They play it back in. Calvello steps up and picks that off in the neutral zone, fires it down the boards. It's ping-ponging back and forth. Wolverines alertly play it out into the center, but that'll go 200 feet for an icing as they played it from their side of the red line. So we'll come down. Offensive zone draw to the right of the Wolverines goalkeeper. Holes are taking it. He's got Newton coming off that half wall. Looking to snipe. He's got Campanelli camped out up in front of that net. Del Grasso and Calvello on his points. It's one back. Del Grasso will collect it. We'll push it back down the wall where Newton will collect on the half wall. He gets off the wall trying to play it out in front. Good net front contained by the Wolverines. They play it out in the neutral zone. Does that have enough legs? Yes, it'll get across the line. Whistle dead for the icing. We'll come back. We'll reset. Do it from the same dot. The right side of the Wolverines goal. Holzer wins it back to Del Grasso. Del Grasso will go point to point. Calvello steps into that center lane. He walks. He fires. Paddle save made by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Gets into the far corner. Holzer gets above it. It's played back in the corner where Newton centered it for Campanelli. Gets off the stick. Gets out to the point. Del Grasso kept. Holzer gets back above it. Newton keeps. He chips it forward. It's fired out. That'll get up the center seam out into the neutral zone. Calvello will step back. He'll collect this one. Takes some white ice. He'll drive down the board. He gains the line. Gets to the hash mark, starts to cut in. He'll play it out in front. Hits the boots of the defender. Now the Wolverines have numbers coming the other way. Del Grasso's back. They walk past. They step in. Beautiful back check by Carter Holzer and gets the stick on it at the end. We're able to get back. Calvello will collect this one. He's going to skate it out. He gets across the red. He's across the blue. His line mates pull up, but he steps across onto the forehand. He fires another huge stop made by the Wolverines goaltender. Staying square to the puck. As we said in multiple broadcasts in hockey, we want to try to make them defend laterally, horizontally, moving it left to right, right to left. It's incredibly hard to goaltend as you commit and you're pushing side to side to try to get back. But this goaltender made a huge stop there. Good shot selection. Good move by Nicholas Calvello. Now we got Borden, center D'Angelo, and Milo Tanzola with Bender and shoot on the back end. It was fired in. It gets off that far post and tickles the fly. The Wolverines strike off that far post, getting pucks to the net, capitalizing on the turnover. So neutral zone, you can swing face-off again. It's Borden between D'Angelo and Tanzola. Shooting Bender on the back end. Wolverines will collect it. They'll fire this the length of the ice. It's going to get in. Chenzo will paddle to the side, so icing is waved off. Chipped up the boards. Borden chips past. D'Angelo collects it. He plays it out into the center for Borden. Borden has a center seam. The Wolverines are in pursuit, trying to get back to him. Puck gets into the soft ice, gets off the end boards. D'Angelo gets above it. He's trying to keep it. Shoot will step and keep it. Play it out in front. D'Angelo trying to keep it active. Lights through one, gets the half wall. He'll turn up with it. He plays it to Borden. Borden loads up. He fires wide off the end boards. Tanzola will try to get back above it. Keep it active. He'll play it down. He steps off the wall with it. Plays it in behind the Wolverines' cage where they'll get their toes up. Look to come out the far side with it. They'll play it ahead. They got numbers coming the other way. There's a tip. Are they going to wave that off? They do. Shoot will collect. He'll take the white ice that's given to him. He's going to drive up those boards and chips it forward. And now they're in on it. Shoot and D'Angelo racing the puck. Shoot collects it. He plays it off the side of the net. D'Angelo will step to it. He centers it. Shoot's going to try to find it at the far side, but the Wolverines jump through the lane. They're coming out the other way. Good surf by Danny Bender. He'll play it forward. Gets into the Wolverine zone. They're in a line change. They chip it back forward. It's kept out. Kept in by Bender. Or Borden. Second effort. Wolverines fire it down. It gets on edge. That's going to roll, and they'll whistle that dead for an icing. So we'll come 200 feet. Offensive zone draw to the left. Wolverines goal keep. DJ Jack. Loud shout out. He got the house of rocking. As always, one of the best in the business. On the ones and twos. At all home games. Borden wins at the car. Gets off her feet. Back out to the dot. Carl tries to get above it, puts the pressure on. Del Grasso will step and keep it in. Emilio's going to collect it in the corner. Plays it behind the Wolverines' net. Now, Holzer, I said it was Borden, but it's Holzer, puts the pressure on. Good back check, good keep by Dominic Emilio. Holzer gets off the boards when he dances through. He's got Carr and Emilio camped out. Puck rolls. He plays it to Emilio. Fired in. Kick save made by the Wolverines goalkeep. Holzer will try to cut this one off and keep it. He does. He plays it down the boards. Emilio will cycle into that corner. Cut it off. Carr will try to step to it. It's played back out. Holzer picks it off. He fires another huge stop by the Wolverines goaltender. They'll get back behind their own cage. They try to play it out off the boards and collect it. He kept in by Carter Holzer. Second effort, he pushes down the wall. Emilio's tripped. Arm will go up. We will go to the Dunlops dude up. Holzer collects. He puts it in front. Save made. No rebound opportunity as Carr was camped out on that doorstep looking for a putback. Wolverines goaltender came to play today. But they will be whistled dead for a trip. We'll stay in the offensive zone. We will be man up. As always, Dunlop's Bar and Grill bringing you the Dunlop's Dude Up, brought to you every power play. Stop in, grab something to eat, grab a beverage. Tell them Bubba sent you today. On this power play, we got Borden, Campanelli, Newton up front. Shooting Calvello. So, Coach Newton asking for, as I explained, we're not on the man up. Confusingly, referee called them for both, which we didn't see. There was a trip taken out on the toe catch, but Carter Holzer goes to the box for something. No, they corrected. They talk to each other. They'll get it right as a team. So we will be man up. Minute and 30 as the Wolverines get whistled for the trip. It's played across. Campanelli will collect it. She'll put it down the wall. Cut off by the Wolverines, but she's fighting along the wall. She got the support of Borden. But it's played out in the neutral zone, collected by Kevin Shute. He takes a shoulder check over both shoulders and decides to take some extra real estate. He'll get outside the dots. He'll turn back to the forehand. He'll flip that ice back across for Campanelli. She's going to collect it off the half wall. She gets a step out into the neutral zone. Surfed by the Wolverines. She'll turn and put it up the boards. Borden collects at the red line. He's going to gain the line. Newton's going to drive center net. Borden will load up. He fires from the dots. Hits the side of the net. Gets back played up. Kept in at the point by Shute. He'll use the space that he was given, load up and fire it back down the wall. Campanelli cuts it off in the corner. It's played back out in front. Poked up to the point. Calvello will collect. He'll fire it in. It gets off the end boards. Wolverines will collect it. Play it back up the wall. Calvello's going to step. Collects this one. Chips it off the boards. Wolverines play this one with authority. That'll get down 200 feet for the ice, so we'll come back down. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Wolverines goalie. 18 seconds left on the Dunlop's dude up. Canzola, D'Angelo, Carr up front, Gooch, and Bender on the back end. Off his drop. Played the Carr. Carr turns and fires. It gets off the Wolverines. Shin pads. They'll collect. They'll play it off the boards. Bender's going to take it. He fires it in, looking for D'Angelo in the top of that house. Canzola wears that one off the shin pads. He plays D'Angelo. D'Angelo turns and fires, and he goes bar down. So he tickles the twine. He's going to be feeling good. Extends the Rebels' lead to 3-1. Was a little bit of a flyby. And they'll load up. Again, this line is D'Angelo centering Carr and Canzola. Gooch and Bender on the back end. Off the drop, we're back underway here. Carr will poke that forward. Wolverines collect. We'll play it into the Rebel zone. Gooch will get back. He'll collect this on his forehand. He's going to underhandle behind the net. He gets out. He's going to get back outside the dots, and then he'll take the center seam. Gets across the blue. We'll cut into the center. Stick the side. It gets in towards the net. It's sitting there for the rebound, but it's played out of harm's way by the Wolverines defender. Gooch will load. He'll fire that on. It's going to get far off the sideboards. Tanzola will collect it. Push up to the point. It's kept in by Tanzola. D'Angelo is going to collect. D'Angelo's going to turn. He turns. He fires. Hits the side of the net. Wolverines will come out the other side with it. We'll play it up. It's going to be kept in at the point by Danny Bender. Gets off the sticks and up into the face mask. Or not the face mask, the face of the coach, as the coaches are not wearing face masks. Hopefully everything's okay. He flips that ice back out there. That never feels good, though. 5:20 left in the first period. Junior Rebels 3-1. Offensive zone draw to the left of the Wolverines goal keep. We got Holzer between Emilio and Newton. Carter Del Grasso just fired that in, and Calvello on the back end. They got a Wolverine leaking behind them. Out in that neutral zone, playing the roamer position. They're not pulling the Rebels defense off the blue line as they're playing aggressive. Good surf by Calvello, good coverage, and the next layer of support by Del Grasso. He'll get back. He'll use some extra real estate, get back behind Chenzo's net. He'll come around. He'll make a pass up the sideboards. Holzer will collect. He'll turn back onto the forehand. He drags out into the center. It's going to be played in the soft ice. He'll walk through, gets out in the neutral zone. Now we have numbers coming the other way. Emilio stays on. Holzer will drive to the net. He's on the back end. He fires it in. It gets through the wickets. He'll take it to twine for the fourth time today. Pucks and bodies going to the net. Trying to get back inside those dots and getting good high quality chances from the PSA. So we'll stay with Holzer between Emilio and Newton. With Calvello and Del Grasso on the back end. That's chipped over. Emilio will play it back to Calvello. Calvello is now going to take some indirect path into the zone, but he gets in. He gets trying to get back inside the dots. He turns. He fires at the Newton. Newton Gets a stick on it, but he wanted it on the backhand. He got it on the forehand. Gets played out in the neutral zone, played back in, whistled dead for that automatic offsides. So we'll stay in the neutral zone. Now we got Borden. Campanelli, Tanzola. Bender shoot. That one's played forward. Shoot will read it, step to it. Plays at the board. Just chip back out in the neutral zone. Wolverines collected. They're trying to come the other way, get their toes up. Good surf by Danny Bender. Good back pressure by Jackson Borden. Good center contained by Shoot. Heavy collision along the boards. They're letting them play. It's chipped forward. Borden will get to this one. Or the Wolverines get there first, but Borden picks it off, rides it off along the boards. He plays it out in front for Tanzola. Good puck movement. That's chipped out into the neutral zone. Shoot will down, recover. They'll get back. Collected, plays it back out in the neutral zone. That's going to be brought in offsides. It's Borden surfed it to bring it back the other way, but it's whistled dead. We'll have a neutral zone draw just out front of the Rebels bench. Disjoining is 3:27 left in the first. Rebels up 4-1. Some huge stops by the Wolverines goalkeeper to keep this 4-1. Borden's trying to collect it. Puck battle is won by the Wolverines. They play it in. Shoot will collect. He'll get under the forehand. He comes out the far side. He puts it up the wall. Keppin at the point. Shoot will now step and challenge. Chip back forward. Borden will take the path. The Wolverines try to play it back out in front. Gets above. Tanzola will collect. Drags it back out into the center where Borden was there. Bender plays it ahead. Tanzola gets a step. He splits him. He's in. He's on the forehand. He fires a blocker save made. Another huge stop by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Staying square, keeping that nose to the puck. Tanzola pushes out on off the end boards. Campanelli will try to get above it. Wolverines will pick it up. They get their toes up. They drag out into the center. They got numbers coming through the neutral zone. But Borden gets back. Needs support and cuts it off. Shoot will collect. He'll go off the sideboards looking for Tanzola. Tanzola collects and he gets it out in the neutral zone. Chip back in. Whistle dead for the offsides. So both coaches will opt for a full shift change. Getting 20 fresh legs out there. This is Holzer, D'Angelo, Carr. This one's won the Carr. Carr chips it back to Holzer. Holzer tries to step past. He drags past one. He's got one to beat. He steps in. He's all alone. He's hooked on the backhand. Fires it in. Paddle save made. Good back check by the Wolverines. Not giving up on that one. Getting the hands of the shooter. Could have maybe called it a hook, but they let them play on. Again, this is a home team broadcast. We try to stay fun with it. You may hear some biased things at times. You might not like it, and that's okay. You can jump over and watch on Live Barn for a fee. It's played over to Carr. Carr trying to turn, and one time it gets past her. Holzer will now try to get above it. Play it out. It's kept in by Del Grasso. He'll walk down the boards with it. He takes the ice that's given to him. He's hooked. Fights through it. Played across. D'Angelo collects it. He cuts across the PSA. He turns. He fires it. Gets in on the goaltender. He hits the reset button. He stays strong in that core. Does not give a rebound up. Good control. Hangs onto it. Hits reset and gives the coaches a chance to, again, get 10 fresh skaters, 20 fresh legs out there for this shift. 1:27 left in the period. Offensive zone draw. The Wolverines changed. The Rebels did not. Holzer wins it to D'Angelo. D'Angelo chips the Carr. Carr fights through it. Trying to gain puck, but Wolverines jump through the lane. Bender, good surf. Holzer takes the right path to the puck. It's played back across. Forced down the boards. Gooch will step to this behind his own net. We'll recover. We got both defenders behind the net. Lost in their feet. Wolverines will come up the boards. Try to step out. It's poked ahead by Holzer into that neutral zone. Gooch will collect it. Use some extra real estate. He's got some white ice. So escape back up, and now he's going to take that white ice. So play it ahead, trying to flip it across to D'Angelo. Wolverines pick it off. They play it back in. Gets in on Chenzo. He makes a paddle stop off the blocker out to the sideboards. Gooch collects. He's trying to play it out in the center of the car. It's kept in at the point. Fired back in where Gooch will collect. He'll try to come out the other side. He plays this ahead. Holzer collects it. Now he's going to drive to the neutral zone. He's going to gain the line. We got numbers developing. Play it in. Wolverines will collect it. They'll get back behind the net. D'Angelo picks it off. Barr will put the forecheck on. They'll chip it off the end boards, and now Holzer will get in there. We're going to play this one out. It's going to be kept in at the point by Del Grasso. He tries to walk. The Wolverines collect it. They'll dump it. It's not going to have enough legs, so they'll wave it off. Calvello will collect it. He'll get behind the cage. The horn will sound. We'll go into the first period break. Up 4-1. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 120 seconds for second period action. All right, we're coming back. Second period action. Goaltenders. We'll flip sides. Long change. So Rebels coming screen left to right. Wolverines right to left in this period. Excuse me. Newton center in camp. And Emilio. Calvello. And shoot on the back end. Chenzo takes the blue paint at the far end. Puck is dropped underway. It's played forward. The Wolverines will collect this one just above their own blue line. They play it forward, but it's cut off by Newton. Chip back out in the neutral zone, and now the Wolverines have numbers coming the other way. Emilio gets back to town to help out. It's played in. Calvello will step to this. He'll turn and put up the boards. Emilio trying to fight through, but it's sealed off by the Wolverines. They turn, they fire. Gets up over the net. As that one was helicoptering in. Luckily gets over the net. Shoot will collect. He's going to drive. He's going to drive down the boards. We'll fight through a check. We'll reverse up with it. Looks to play it out in front, looking for Emilio or Kemp. Emilio turns, gets the cap stick. She's trying to fire it in. Collected by the Wolverines. They'll put it up the boards. And now gain the neutral zone. They stay on sides. They gain the line. That's a trip. The arm goes up. So we will go man down if we can touch the puck. The Wolverines fired in. It's blocked off by Chenzo. Calvello collects, gains control, and we are whistled dead for that infraction. So we will stay in the defensive zone to the right of Chenzo. Man down. As Calvello got the toe caps. Jackson Borden, Milo Tanzolo called upon to kill it off up front with Danny Bender and Michael Gooch on the back end. Borden will win this one back to Gooch. Gooch will collect. He'll get on those forehand. He's going to underhandle that puck behind the net. He sees what's given to him. That's a nice read, and then he cuts back inside the dots, and he's going. He's across the blue. Got Tanzolo coming with him. Will fire it in and stick the side by the Wolverines. Gets into the corner. Borden will come off the sidewall with it. He finds Gooch sitting at that far point. He'll turn, he'll fire. Fought off by the Wolverine goaltender. Gooch puts it back towards the net. Goaltender alertly jumps out and swallows that one up and hangs onto it, hitting the reset button. Offensive zone draw to the right of the Wolverines goalie, 13:33 left in the second. Borden wins this one out in front of Tanzola, hops over his stick, but Gooch will collect, will put it in. Wolverines will fire it back up. Gooch will fight it off and keep it again. Now we're all along that same boards. Gets into the corner. It's played back out in front. Tanzola fires it to the net. Good puck moving by Jackson Borden. Good shot by Tanzola. Hell of a penalty kill thus far. Tanzola will collect this one. He'll wrap it around the far side. He plays out in front for Borden. Borden goes up top. It hits the mask. And then Tanzola stays on it. That puts the Wawa Shorty in the back of the net. Tickles the twine for the fifth time today. 12:55 left in the second period. We're still man down for 32 clicks. Now we'll have Carr and Holzer up front to kill this one off with Shoot and Del Grasso on the back end. Holzer will win that back. Shoot will collect it. He'll put it off the wall. Holzer's going to step to it. He'll chip it off the wall. He'll gain the blue line. He's got Carr shooting centers. Plays it across. Gets through. Gets off the feet. She turns. She fires. Wide of the net. Holzer will try to get back above it. Wolverines will get this one out in their neutral zone. Shoot's going to take a search. They cut back in on him. They'll cut across the top of that PSA. They fire it in. Save made by Chenzo. Sorry, screen was lagging as I was trying not to pull a Valerie and knock my camera stand over. So huge stop by Chenzo. Defensive zone draw to his left. Borden Carr still up front, shooting Del Grasso on the back end. For 4 clicks, and then we'll have a player back. Or it's not Borden, it's Holzer, sorry. Del Grasso will put it off the end boards. D'Angelo replaces the man out of the box. They get this one out into the neutral zone. It's chipped back in. Shoot will collect it. He'll get out into the center. Gets on the floor, and he plays it D to D to Del Grasso. Del Grasso will try to put the pressure on here and seal it off. Wolverines chip it forward, but Del Grasso uses the big frame of his to fight it off for a moment. Now the Wolverines gain the line. They step in. Shoot's there to stick that one aside. Follow back up. Fire back in. It's loose out in front. Trying to stick it aside. Gets into the corner. Holzer will collect. So Shoot will go to the box for clearing that crease. Referees are instructing him. So we go back to the man down. Defensive zone draw to the right of Chenzo. We got Dominic Emilio, Reese D'Angelo, Danny Bender, and Michael Gooch out there. Emilio wins this one. He'll collect it himself. He'll try to put it up the board. It's going to be kept in. Wolverines try to turn back down. They fire it to the front of the net. Stick the side. It's in the feet. Played into the corner where Gooch will collect. Gets back to his frag up the center with the Wolverines surf it. They play it back in. Kicked aside by Chenzo. Gooch will now step to the open puck. Gooch will skate this one out in the neutral zone. He gets across the right, across the blue. He's just going to go. He's got D'Angelo driving center net. He'll turn, he'll fire. Another huge stop made by the Wolverines goalkeep. As he's making it tighter than it could be. Making some big stops. Show and compete. Emilio wins it forward. It's played back across. Chip back out. It's going to be kept in at the point. Gooch takes a look. He's going to go deep. Now turn and fire as the Wolverine step through it. It gets off the end boards. D'Angelo will collect the hash marks. He's bodied up. He fights through it. Puts it into the corner. Emilio will get in there to help. We're still man down. We have 2 guys below our goal line, but they're going to win the puck battles. Walk it out in front. Wolverines will fight it off. Try to come out the other side. They're turning back up the front. We'll chip it out. It's going to be chipped out in that neutral zone, then played Gooch will get on his horse. He'll get back. He'll collect it at the top of the circle. Use some extra real estate. He'll turn back up the center. Drags past the second. Drags past the third, and now he's going to go. We got numbers coming. It's a 3-on-2. They enter the line. On sides, Gooch will fire it up. It's stick save and paddle aside by the Wolverines goalie. Another stop. Played back out in front. Wolverines will collect. We're back to even strength as the man down was successfully killed off. Calvello will collect it. He's going to play it ahead to Emilio. Emilio blows a tire. Wolverines play it back forward. Belgrasso will collect this in the corner. He plays it ahead to Borden. Borden kicks it back to his forehand. He plays it ahead to Newton. Newton trying to collect it and fight it off. Chips it ahead. Wolverines collect it, but it's collected by Dominic Emilio. He's on the forehand. He'll load up. He'll drive. It gets back to the dots. Plays it back across for Calvello. Good puck movement, but fought off by the net front defender of the Wolverines. Now the Wolverines have speed coming through that neutral zone. They're going to drive in, and they step off sides. And fired aggravation of the puck carrier. Making the refs work a little extra to go retrieve that puck. So we'll have a neutral zone draw. Borden between Campanelli and Newton. Calvello and Delgasso on the back end. Campanelli will chip it forward. Wolverines will collect. They'll turn. They'll fire it back in. Delgasso will collect this at the hash marks. He'll go D to Calvello. Calvello wheels it up to Camp. Camp collects it. She's going to drive this one. She's got one more to make. She'll play it off the boards. It'll get down there. Does it have enough legs? Yes, it does. It'll be whistled dead for the icing. Will come 200 feet. Defensive zone draw to the right of Chenzo. DJ Jack keeping the house a-rocking this morning. Once played ahead, Calvello will collect it. Loses it in the feet. The Wolverines will try to step down the boards, but it's cut off and sealed off by Calvello. Borden's in there digging. Newton's in there. Campanelli's there. We got 4 guys in on it. Borden comes out of the pile with it. He gets his toes up, and now he's going to gain the line. Good surf and poke check. I think that was Nolan Lanigan. Good defensive play. Played back out in front. Stick to side. Calvello's trying to keep it. Gets out to the sideboards. He'll push it off the boards. He pushes it down to the half wall where Campanelli will turn. Try to fire it back out in front looking for Newton. But it's played out of harm's way by the Wolverines defender. They'll play it up the near boards. Belgrasso seals it off. Borden comes off the wall with it, but the Wolverines collect, trying to recover it. They'll try to skate this one out and hauled down from behind by Newton. So we're going to go man down if we can touch the puck, and we do. Whistle blows. We will stay in the defensive zone for a face-off as Newton will go to the sin bin. Feel shame for 1:30 for that hook. So we got Tanzola, Emilio up front with Shoot and Bender on the back end. Called upon to kill this one off. Puck is dropped. D'Angelo will chip it forward. It's kept in. But second effort, Tanzola fights that one out. Gets into the Wolverine zone. They'll use a lot of extra real estate, get back behind the net, come out the other side where it's cut off by D'Angelo. D'Angelo's going to turn up with it. He's got Tanzola coming. Doesn't see him. It's fought off by the Wolverines. Played up. Tanzola fires it back in. It's collected by the Wolverines. They'll turn. They'll fire it out. Good attempt for the keep by Danny Bender, but it just got enough white ice, so whistle dead for the offsides. Neutral zone face-off ensues. Bender will step. He'll play it out of harm's way off the boards. He's going to step and keep it himself. Wolverines trying to fight through it, but the next layer of support was back as D'Angelo stepped back to cover for a pinching Bender. Picks the puck up. He's trying to drag back out into the center. The Wolverines surf it and cut that one off. It's played back ahead, but Bender will collect. He'll play it hard off the boards. Then it's played back up his way. He'll chip it forward. He finds D'Angelo at that blue line. Gets over his stick and gets into the Wolverine zone. They'll force him back behind the net. D'Angelo reads it. He's on the forehand. He steps across the top of the PSA. He finds the puck. He turns. He fires. He's hauled down. Nothing called. The Wolverines will collect on the far boards. They try to chip it out. It's kept in by Bender. Bender pushes it down the wall. D'Angelo collects. He'll turn. He'll fire. Cut off by the Wolverines. It's played out. Shoot collects. He gets to the top of the circle. He walks in and he fires. It's going to get off the end board. Read by Tanzolo. He plays it back across. Just wide. Good read. Good recognition by Tanzolo. That's almost a Giroux pass. Played across. Newton coming out of the box trying to find it in front. The Wolverines fight it off. They get out into that neutral zone. They'll drive across the red. They gain the white. 3 defenders back. Shoot will collect it. He's going to turn his head up. He's going to go. He's going to take the white ice that's out in front of him. He's going to drag past. He's going to go down the wall. They stay on sides. Shoot will fire. It's gloved and hung on to as you had Holzer and Carr going to the net looking for the rebound. But goaltender makes another huge stop. Playing well, like what we've seen him today. 6:02 left in the second period. Junior Rebels hanging on a 5-1 lead. Offensive zone draw to the left. The Wolverine goalkeeper. You got Carr on the forehand coming off the half wall. We marked up and went for the goaltender change. So Barrett Palmer coming in for the second half of this one. We got Holzer, Newton, Carr. It's one for Newton. Carr will collect this in the corner. She's going to turn up with it. She's looking for Holzer. She plays the Holzer. Holzer walks back off the wall with it. He plays it out in front, looking for Newton. Wolverines jump through the lane. Newton's going to get his hands around, no trip. That was worse. That was a worse infraction than the last one. Got away with the tackle. But Gooch will get called for the infraction that happened up here at the blue line might have been more egregious. Either way, they get us for the trip. So we will go man down, stay in the defensive zone. To the right of Barrett Palmer, who's now patrolling and protecting that blue paint for us. You got Carr and Holzer up front. Del Grasso, Cavallo on the back end. Kill this one off as Gooch sits in the sin bin for 1:30. Cavallo collects. He gets onto his forehand. He's going to try to push this one out. Wolverines seal it off, keep it in. They play it out in front. Del Grasso's there. Palmer will chip it aside. Holzer surfs it. He collects it. He's going to skate this one. He's going to take what's given to him. Tries to drag. It's played back out by the Wolverines, and now they're coming the other way with numbers. Holzer, or Cavallo, good back check. Gets through the hands. Beautiful path to that puck. It's played ahead. Gar tries to chip it to Del Grasso, but the Wolverines jump through the lane. They're going to turn. They're going to fire this one in. It's going to get wide of Barrett's net. Cavallo will collect it. He's going to turn and get his toes up. Gets back out in the neutral zone. We'll chip it off the boards and that soft ice. Stays with it. Comes up with it. Fires it. Gets off the shin pads. Carr will collect this one on the half wall. She'll get back to the forehand. She plays it to Holzer. Holzer's going to play it back to Carr. Wolverines are going to step through, but Del Grasso keeps. Carr trying to drag past. She collects it. She leaves it for Holzer. Holzer's going to turn up. He gets inside the dots. He's on the back and he fires it in. Stick to side by the Wolverines. The Wolverines now have numbers coming the other way. You got to get back! And they step off sides. As we were caught watching, there was a whistle there, and now they finally hear it. As play continued for a little bit. Both coaches will opt for a full shift change here. Offensive zone draw just outside of the Rebel zone. 4:09 left in the second period. 1 second left on Gooch's penalty, and then he'll be coming out of the box. See if we can get a wear. I would chip it over here. Wolverines put it to the sideboard, but it's fought off by Borden. Borden's trying to collect it. It's sealed off. Chipped back in by the Wolverines. We're back to full strength where Shoot will gain control. We'll recover. We'll get back behind Barrett's net. Plays off the sidewall. It's picked off by the Wolverines. They'll turn, they'll fire it back in, gets into the near corner. Shoot will get there, he'll turn up with it. Played past board and sealed off by the Wolverines. Kept in, but second effort, third effort, kept in by the Wolverines. They'll play it back down. Shoot will collect it on the forehand on the end wall. They play it back up the wall. He was looking to spring Campanelli, but it was read by the Wolverines and kept in. Shoot there to challenge. Will turn, will play it back up for Campanelli. Campanelli will turn up with it. She chips it forward. Borden jumps through, chips past, trying to fight through. It's kept in by the Wolverines. Shoot will go high and hard off the boards, but it hits the backside of the referee. Carams down, so a puck battle will ensue. The Wolverines trying to get off the boards with a good stick by Dominic Emilio. They play it back across. Emilio will collect this one. Get out to the other side wall. Emilio fights through it. Played back in by the Wolverines. Shoot will step now. Drags past one. He's going to play it ahead, looking for Campanelli. Gets off the sideboards, and now they're moving. He doesn't see. Emilio takes a great path to the puck. He's going to drag back in. Paddled aside by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Campanelli chips it over. Emilio rolls off his stick. Emilio keeps it momentarily, but the Wolverines support it and get it out. Shoot will get back. Sorry, hooked it forward. It's kept in. Second attempt, played back out. Dominic Emilio's driving down boards. He'll play it into the corner. Get there himself. He's got Borden and Campanelli out in front. Stick to side. Borden will cut it off. Wolverines chip pass, but it's kept in by Gooch. Gooch finds Campanelli. Campanelli's turning with it. Poke check by the Wolverines defender. They play it ahead. It gets out into the neutral zone where it's picked off, played back down. Campanelli plays it in, but we were going for a line change, so we had some players jumping off the bench in the second period south of the blue line of that offsides border. Actually played it in. We're whistled dead for the offside, so change it up here. Reese D'Angelo centering, Thomas Newton, Milo Tanzola, Carter Del Grasso, Michael Gooch on the back end support. This one's one for Tanzola. Tanzola steps in, gains the line. Wolverines fight it off back out in the neutral zone. Gooch will collect this one, runs into Del Grasso, but he was able to chip it back out in the neutral zone. And the Wolverines play it back in. They had a guy south of the blue line. So again, whistled dead for that automatic offsides. .141 left in the second period. 5-1 here. Junior Rebels. Back and forth action. Wolverines step through, they gain the line, they turn, they fire it in. Barrett Palmer making the butterfly save, then trying to scoop it back in, but it was played out by his defensive teammates. They chip it out in the neutral zone now. Newton's going to get to this. He's got Tanzola. He pulls up. They stay on side of 2-1 developing. He moves it across. Tanzola plays it back for Newton. Just wide, but Newton turns. He finds D'Angelo out in front. It's sticked in just wide. Good puck movement. Making them play east to west, as we said. Very hard to do, but that puck stays out of the back of the net. D'Angelo's fighting through. He's trying to push it out in front. The Wolverines will collect it and get it out of harm's way. Fire it off the sideboards. Del Grasso will step and keep. He can try to walk in. Trying to keep it. It gets out in the neutral zone where Gooch will collect. He'll use some extra real estate. Taking the shoulder check. Gets back now. Get back on their forehand. Good surf. And poke check by the Wolverines. Will turn up. They're outside the dots. They fire it in. Kick save made by Barrett Palmer. Alertly collects it and hangs onto it. The hit reset. So we'll have a defensive zone draw to his left with 38.1 clicks left. Shoot and Calvello come out on the back end. You got Newton, Tanzola. D'Angelo's going to the bench as he's having a helmet issue. So they'll replace with Carr. Wolverines will win this back to the point. Tanzola will step through. Newton surfs it, keeps it ahead. Milo's going to turn up when he gets out in that neutral zone. Wolverines collect it. Newton putting the forecheck on. Back in the path of Carr. Carr plays it through the feet. Stays on it. Stick to side by the last defender. Tanzola will pull up on the sideboards. He plays ahead looking for Newton. trying to get a puck in here as the clock is winding down. Trying to come out of the corner. Wolverines fight it off. They play it ahead. It's going to get off the sideboards. Calvello will play it back in. It's going to be whistled dead, and the horn will sound. So we will go in to the second period break, hanging on to a 5-1 lead. Dominating puck possession, and what I'm liking to see is the puck movement. As I said, they've hit that next level. Good week of practice. There was a high intensity and speed, and a focus on getting the head up and looking to stretch the ice. So we've seen some unselfish play, some good puck movement from them. Stay with us. We'll be back in about 60 seconds for the final 15. All right, we're back for third period action. Borden, Holzer, Carr up front. Calvello and Shoot on the back end. Wolverines will step through. They'll try to gain the line. Calvello will surf it. Shoot will get there. Good stick by Borden. Carr will turn up with it. They'll chip it off the sideboards. It's kept in. Calvello following it up. Get out in the neutral zone. Carr plays it ahead to Borden. Borden, Holzer, Carr. 3-on-1 developing. The Wolverines get back. They play it back across. Guy trailing the play. Picks it off. Now the Wolverines coming the other way. Good contain. Good defense by Kevin Shoot. Love the way he plays the position. Calvello will collect it. He's going to take what's given to him. He gets across the red. He's across the blue. Hooked, and they will call that. Played back out in front. As the stick seemed to ride up the shaft of the puck carriers and it gets the hands. Referee makes a call. It's one of those ones where you don't know what to call, but he said there was enough. It was egregious enough to whistle with that. So we'll go to the Dunlop's Dude Up. Brought to you today by Dunlop's Bar and Grill, Sewell, New Jersey. Up there between the NHL and CDM arenas here at Hollydale, we got Dominic Emilio centering Campanelli and Tanzola with Gooch and Bender on the back end. Wolverines will collect behind their own net. We'll wrap it around the wall. It's going to be kept in by Gooch. Gooch loads, plays it back down the wall. It's picked off and fired out by the Wolverines. It'll get down there. Alert. Barrett Palmer gets out to the top of the crease, marks that area for the referee so he can make the call on the icing. So we'll come back 200 feet. To the right side, (15U), they go back to real hockey. It's the automatic icing, or the automatic offsides and the icing. Anything below 15U. A long time to play. And it's slow. It slows the game down. It's not played right. We don't play the tag up and icing until Emilio between Campanelli and Tanzola. Wolverines put this off the half wall. They try to fire it out. It's collected by Gooch. Gooch will turn on fire. Gets in, finds the wickets, and gets through the traffic and through the 5-hole. So Michael Gooch tickles the twine. For the 6th time today for the Rebels, power play strike. As he got the puck through. Stay with the same line. Emilio Campanelli, Tanzola. Emilio wins that to Tanzola. Tanzola pushes it forward. It's cut off by the Wolverines. Campanelli gains the line. She's on the forehand. She loads up. She fires. Gets it in the back of the net. She tickles the twine for the 7th time today for the Junior Rebels. Beautiful forecheck pressure right from that circle all the way in. So now we got Holzer between Newton and D'Angelo with Calvello and Del Grasso on the back end. 13:42 left in this one. Del Grasso will push this forward. It hits the boots of a Wolverine. They'll turn with it. They play it back out into the center. They'll keep the forecheck on, but good back pressure by Carter Holzer. Calvello will gain this one. He's going to skate this one down. They'll drag into the middle. They stay on sides. He loads up. It's stick to side by the Wolverines. Played back out in front looking for Newton. Can't get good wood on it, so the Wolverines collect it and they get it out in the neutral zone. Sealed off and played back forward by Del Grasso. Wolverines will sell it. They'll reverse back up. Take some ice. Chipped forward. Gets into the corner. Wolverines collect it. They fire it back across through the goal mouth. Gets out to the far wall. Wolverines will play it to the point, but it gets all the way back. They'll collect it. Trying to load up with it and play it forward. Good find. Holzer trying to collect it, but fought off by the Wolverines. Played ahead. And now we're going to get whistled dead for a roughing. I didn't see it. I was puck watching. It happened a little bit behind the play. Probably right in front of us, though, and on the boards. Thomas Newton. Booked for some more time. There's DJ Jack. That's the sound of the police. One of the best in the business. Wolverines will play it forward. Char trying to find it. It's played back in. Whistled dead for that automatic offsides. As I was trying to explain, there is no tag up offsides below the 15U age bracket in USA Hockey. Thought is to teach them offsides. It's a real easy thing to learn. But if you're used to watching college, pro, junior hockey, they're allowed to tag up. In youth hockey, you're not. In USA Hockey. You play north of the border in any tournaments, they still play with a tag up. And the other part of that rule is the icing rule. When you're man down at the elite levels where you're used to watching NHL, NCAA, juniors, you're allowed to ice it on the penalty kill. It helps the defensive team, but you are not allowed to do so in USA Hockey below 15U. Wolverines collect this one. They're trying to skate back to the neutral zone. Borden will collect it. He's going to go back behind Barrett Palmer's net. He's going to try to get his toes up. Now he's going to drive. He's got Carr far side. 2-on-1 developing. We're going to sell it. Borden gets outside. He gets back. Fires it in. Tickles the twine. For the 8th time today. Wawa Shorty. As we're still man down. I almost lost my camera, sorry. Tanzola, Emilio, Gooch, and Del Grasso. Del Grasso will step up. Keeps it out in the neutral zone. Tanzola collects it, drives past one, fighting through it. Poked ahead. Wolverines will collect it, fire it back in. Gooch will circle out. He's going to get up that center seam. He's got 3 to beat. Splits them. Loads up. Fires it in. Glove save made by the Wolverines goalkeeper. He's playing a very strong game today. So Tanzola, Campanelli, Gooch and Del Grasso out there. 11 clicks left on the man down. Tanzola alertly tries to fire this one in, but it hits the shin pads of a Wolverine, gets out to the sidewall, and now the Wolverines are going to hit the neutral zone. That's a body check up high. And we get the man back, but we will go right back in to the man down as Carter Del Grasso was trying to win that blue line. But there is to go through the rule book. There's no hitting below 14U. There's competitive contact where you got to play the puck. There's no body checking. So he gets called for the rough. We had several options there, body check, roughing, interference, whatever it may have been. So we're back to them, stay on the man down. Wolverines fight off. They're trying to play it back in front. Good net front contain collection by Gooch. Gooch will get this one out. Wolverines will collect. They'll try to fire it back in. They stay on sides. They gain the line. They'll turn. They'll fire it in. Changes directions. Gets wide. Palmer stays with it. Will paddle it aside and settle it for Calvello. Calvello's going to skate this one. Going to get it across the red, across the blue. 3-on-2 developing. Calvello will get across the top of the PSA. He'll throw it in. Rebound opportunities there. Emilio plays it back out in front. Looking for D'Angelo. Wolverines will now collect to get their toes up. Skate this one out of the zone. They get into the neutral zone. Gucci, Calvello back. Good back pressure and support by D'Angelo. It was played in. Palmer will scoop it up and hit the reset button. 9:54 left in the third period. Kevin shoots Danny Bender on the back end. Holzer and Borden called upon to kill the rest of this one off. It's played across. Bender's going to join it. He's going to foot race to the puck. He's going to collect it off the wall. He gains the line. He gets onto the forehand. He drags it across the top of the house. He loads up, gets through, fired in. Another huge stop made by the Wolverines goalkeeper, showing a high level of compete all the way through this one. Borden wins this one to himself and then chips it forward. Wolverines will collect behind their own net. They're looking to headman it. Gets up the sideboards. It's out in the neutral zone. Borden will collect it. He'll get back out. He'll go 85 feet. Wolverines surf it. They keep it in. Borden collects. He's going forward. We kill the penalty off, so we're back to even strength. Wolverines will collect this one, try to turn it back up. Holzer's going to collect it. Holzer's playing defense for us right now. Danny Bender has moved to forward. So Holzer will collect it. He's going to drive up the boards. Drives past one, drives past two, gains the line. Going to pull up to get back to his defensive post. So it gets out in the neutral zone. Bender collects. He gets his head and toes up. He turns, he fires it in. It's going to get wide off the end boards. Borden's looking there. Bender's there. Borden collects it. He tries to play it out in front. It gets all the way through. It's going to be kept in by Holzer. Bounces through. Borden collects it. He turns, he fires. And then Borden dumps a player. They let that go. It's playing heavy. Wolverines will play it forward. They got speed coming through the neutral zone, but it's surfed by Shoot. And he had the back support of Borden. Played back ahead. Newton keeps it. Wolverines on second effort will skate this one out into the neutral zone. We'll play it in. Gooch will collect it. We'll get back behind his own net. He'll come out the far side. He's going to drive wide. Chase past one. Chase past two. They get it in. It's chipped back forward. That's not going to have enough legs. They'll call it off. They wave it off. They had enough legs, but they still wave it off. Del Grasso plays it up the car. Car's going to turn with it. She plays it ahead. Tanzola trying to step through. He collects it. He's going to push it into the zone. He's got Campanelli and Carr out front. Tanzola finds Carr. Gets through under her stick. Campanelli looking to play it to the point. Wolverines will collect it. They're coming back the other way with it. Gooch will take and control those dot lines. Play it in. Bounces off the blocker. Del Grasso collects. Will play it off the wall. Tanzola is going to collect it. He's going to drag out into the neutral zone. Play back ahead. Carr cuts it off. She plays it back forward. Wolverines support it. They gain the line. Good stick by Tanzola. Gooch collects it. He's going to take the ice that's given to him. He's got Campanelli with her. She'll stay on sides. Gooch will gain the line and get to the dots. He pulls up, fires it back across. It's going to get off the end wall. Carter Del Grasso will keep at the far point. He plays it back in, looking for Carr. Wolverines will collect. They'll get back behind their own net. Played back ahead. Gooch is there to contain on those dot lines. Wolverines skate forward. Gooch will step up at that blue line, gain collection of it, recover it, and then he'll get back behind his own net. He gets onto the forehand. He's going to drag back out to the center. He beats one, he beats two. He's going to turn and go. We got numbers as we got speed coming through the neutral zone. Gooch will pull up with it. He's going to turn. He's going to fire it back across. Hits the boots. Tanzola's going to turn. He fires it back forward. Finds Carr. Carr puts it in on net. Goaltender collects it. Hangs onto it. With 6:08 left in this one, we'll have an offensive zone draw to the left of the Wolverines goalkeeper. Who's standing tall, showing high compete. Now we got Emilio, D'Angelo, Bender up front. Holzer and shoot on the back end. Emilio puts it towards the net. It's fought off. Good keep by Holzer. He'll play this one hard. Gets back behind the cage. D'Angelo trying to step out in front with it. He'll reverse back to the forehand. He turns. He plays it out in front. Bender's trying to poke it home. Gets out. Emilio fires it in. Hits the breezes of a player in front. Wolverines will collect it, get out of harm's way. Good back pressure by Dominic Emilio. Will drag it back down the wall, puts it in the zone. Danny Bender collects it. He gets off the walls. He's inside the PSA. He turns. He fires. Paddled aside by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Now D'Angelo collects. He comes off the wall with it. Plays it back out in front looking for D'Angelo or Emilio. Bender collects. He's on the forehand. He fires it in just wide. Emilio gets back above it. He'll keep, or it'll be played up the wall. Kevin Shute keeps. He walks in and he finds D'Angelo sitting on the doorstep, fired in wide. The pace of this shift has picked up a bit. So D'Angelo gets off the wall. He finds Danny Bender in front. Danny Bender's knocked off the puck. Good keep by Emilio. D'Angelo's trying to collect it. The Wolverines collect it. They get it out in the neutral zone. They'll fire it at 85 feet. It'll get off the sideboards where Shute will collect. He'll get back to his forehand. He's going to use some extra real estate and get back behind the cage. They play it back forward. Bender drags past. It's a 3-on-1 developing. They stay on sides. Bender walks past. He's in all alone. He turns. He fires. Blocker save made. Put back over to another save made. And the goaltender then swallows it up. Playing huge. Making some big stops. Nice stop there by the Wolverines goalkeeper. Getting big. Challenging at the top of that crease. 4:30 left in this one. Now we got Borden, Carr, Newton, Del Grasso, and Gooch. Gooch is in that shooting lane. He's ready to go. Borden's trying to win it across to him. He chips it back forward. Borden's trying to find it. He collects it. He's got Carr with him. Chips to the side to Newton. Newton turns and fires. Gets wide. Carr will get in there trying to collect it. It's played off the side of the net. Borden's going to try to collect this one. Wolverines collect it and recover it, and now they get their toes up and they're coming the other way. And tries to ride it off in the neutral zone. He collects it. He's going to get wide. He'll get his toes back up. He's going to turn. They call it offsides as Carr was driving down the center. Half a step too soon. So whistle dead. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. Borden, Newton, Carr up front. Gooch and Del Grasso on the back end. Borden chips it forward into the zone. Carl put the forecheck on. It's played back up. Borden tries to cut it off. It gets past him. Out into the neutral zone. Carr's going to turn up with it. She plays it. She's knocked off the puck, but plays it forward. Wolverines collect. They play it back in. Gooch will come 85 feet with it. He's on the forehand. He'll turn back up, go back behind his own net. And now he's going to get out wide outside those dots. He drags past one, drags past two. Trying to fight past the third, but it's kept in. He'll get in on Palmer. He'll cover it up. Hit reset. So we'll have a defensive zone draw to his right with 3:28 left in this one. Tanzola, Campanelli, Bender up front. Holzer and Shoot on the back end. Holzer steps to this one. He collects it. He plays it ahead to Campanelli. Campanelli's going to get up the boards with it. She'll chip it out into the center for Milo. Tanzola fights through two Wolverines, gains control of the puck, drags past in. Campanelli will collect in the circle. She'll play it back ahead for Tanzola. Chloe will collect again. She plays it back ahead. It's off the shin pads of Tanzola, and the Wolverines are coming the other way with it. Holzer will surf that one. Chips it off the boards, gets off the Campanelli. She plays it ahead for Tanzola. Tanzola's trying to fight through. Wolverines get off the boards with it. But Campanelli following up. We'll play back forward. We were south of the border. Whistle dead for that automatic offsides. So we'll have another neutral zone face-off. 3:09 left. Carr, Emilio, D'Angelo up front. Shooting Holzer on the back end. Holzer will step. He chips it forward. Wolverines turn up with it. Trying to find it. They chip it forward. Gets out into the neutral zone. Puck is bouncing around. Played ahead. Holzer will collect it. We step off sides as we're trying to get to the net. Play back across. Carr trying to push it forward. Gets back to the defense. Holzer will collect. He was looking to play at the Shoot. It gets past him. Shoot will get back and gain control. We'll ring it around the boards. Emilio is going to collect it off the boards. Good retrieval on those boards. He's trying to fight through the body there. With the Wolverines hit and pin. Carr will get in. She'll chip it forward to D'Angelo. D'Angelo plays it ahead for Emilio. He's got numbers going with him. Emilio turns up, makes a move, fires it in. Another huge stop by the Wolverines goaltender. Wolverines now coming the other way as they have speed and numbers in the neutral zone. They stay on sides. They'll get in. Good contain by Shoot. It's played back ahead. Holzer picks it off. Holzer's going to drive. He's hauled down. They won't call that, though, this late in the game. D'Angelo, stay on sides as we get above it. So D'Angelo trying to get across that blue line. Carr too far ahead of it. Now we got Newton, Bender, Borden up front. Gooch and Del Grasso on the back end. One across. Tap in. Covered by Bender. He gets in the lane. He turns. Loads up. Trying to fire it in on net. Gets off the end boards. Borden will cut it off. It's played out. It's going to get out in the neutral zone. Collected by Michael Gooch. Michael Gooch will go D to Del Grasso. Del Grasso collects and plays it back to Gooch. Gooch will now come out the other way with it. We'll have a second thought. He'll reverse back to his forehand. Gets back behind his net. We'll skate this one out. He's going to get across the red. Surfed and played forward by the Wolverines at their own blue line, but puck is pushed deep. They play it back up the wall. Who's trying to step to it? He's got Del Grasso on the far point, but he plays it back forward. Borden will collect. He drags past one, drags past two, drags past three. He's got Bender going to the net. He tries to find him on that far post. Stick to side by the Wolverines. They'll play it back ahead. It's going to get across the goal line. They won't call the icing. It's going to chip back up. Borden's going to collect. Chips it out in the neutral zone. He's going to go. Chips it past the defender. He's got guys going to the net. He loads up and he goes bar down. That's a shooter's goal as he was on the left-handed shot, which is on the outside as he's coming in, but he finds the only spot that he had in the net up over the short side shoulder. Tickles the twine. For the ninth time today for the Junior Rebels. 37.8 clicks left on this. Got Campanelli centering, Tanzola and Carr. It's chipped forward. Gooch will collect it. Gooch is trying to find it. Wolverines fight it off. They gain the line. We get back down behind the net where Gooch will collect it. Tips it past one. Trying to chip past the second, but it's cut off. Carr will seal it off. Plays it ahead for Tanzola. Tanzola's fighting to get it out in the neutral zone. Played back in. Campanelli gets her stick on it. Carr collects it, trying to play it forward. It gets off of Campanelli. It bounces out into the center. Del Grosso's there with a big poke check. It's played back in. Save made. Gooch will collect it. The horn will sound. And we will end up in the W column of the scorebook today. Enjoy your Saturdays. There's a full slate of youth hockey here at Hollydale. If you're local, come out. Stop in the Dunlop's Bar and Grill. Tell them Bubba sent you today. We'll be back with you tomorrow, hopefully, for 2 live broadcasts, if we can. Hollydale North. Against the Rebels from Virginia. Thanks for listening. We appreciate the support. We do have a viewer. That might set the record. We had some visit from viewers from Italy earlier in the season. We have regular, long-time listeners north of the border up in Canada every week. But the shout-out to our long-distance viewer today, fan of the game, Scott Bender, tuning in with the Penguins. And I don't mean the NHL club. I mean literal Penguins from Antarctica. Hope you're enjoying the trip. Can't wait to see pictures and hear all about it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.